Recording in progress.
So, and please feel free to drop any questions in the chat. I will leave some time at the end to answer any questions. But today we're going to talk about the free sample system, and then next week will be about trials, because I do segue into trial packs with my free samplers as well, and I sell. I actually sell a lot of trial packs, so a couple $100 a day is average for me. So it's kind of a whole nother side business to your Le-Vel business. So but today we're going to talk about the free sample system. Well, first I want to do something that we do a lot with our team. I want you to drop in the chat your IMs. Like, what are you running for? What are you going for? I am 200K. I am, just declare it out to the universe, set that good intention out there. Are you 4K? Are you 12? Like, what are you reaching for? I am 40K. Yes, Rachel. Thriving for free. Yes, Nikki, that's a great one. 4K. What else we got? Oh, yes. Nice one, Jamie. Yes, Nat, go for it. So it's always really important. We're a big gratitude team. If you haven't figured out, gratitude's our password for our Zoom account. But putting it out to the universe, I'm really big on law of attraction and bringing all of those things to you. So, okay, so free samples. I have to admit, I was not a free sample promoter. It's not something that I thought was a great idea. I know lots of people do it and lots of people have success, and I'm just kind of giving you the backstory through my journey. I come from the hair industry, and it is wildly known in the hair industry that if you give a woman a free sample of shampoo, it's going to sit in the bottom of her purse until she cleans out her purse 2 weeks later, and then she's going to throw it away. But if she pays $1 for that sample of shampoo, as soon as she gets home, it's going in the shower, probably with a pair of scissors, because those are little slippery buggers trying to like tear them open. You know, it just assigns different value to it. So when I became a promoter, I actually built in the beginning on selling trial packs. I was a trial pack seller. I was not a full month seller. When somebody's like, I want to try that sticker you're on, or I want to try, you know, I need energy. I want to try Thrive. Great. I sell 6-day trial packs for $40. That was the verbiage that came out of my mouth. That's how I talk to people. And then of course, orders organically came from that. Okay. So, but that's what I talked about. And that is actually what I will coach new promoters, because it's way easier to talk about a $40 purchase than it is a $160 purchase. Or, you know, I'm not sure how much the products are in other countries and stuff like that, but it's way easier to talk about that, especially as a new promoter. So we coach new promoters to sell trial packs. That's how we do it. Plus, I also didn't always feel, and I still probably feel this way, it's not exactly duplicatable for people to give out free samples because they cost us money. And a new promoter is coming in, you know, they buy their pack, it's hard for them to grasp that whole spend money to make money kind of thing. So most new promoters come in because they're looking for some extra money. So I don't necessarily promote or coach new promoters to do free samples, but all of you that are under bonus and running for bonuses, yes, absolutely. You need a little skin in the game. You need to invest in your business. So that was my thought process. And then I was running for 40K. So I enrolled in February of 2017, and we were under ranked bonuses, full 100% match rank bonuses. So I had hit the 4K bonus, I had hit the 12K bonus, and I was running for a 40K bonus. So keep in mind, you know, the 12K bonus, and I'm sure this is a private Zoom, so I'm just going to use numbers, but I need to give you the example. So the 12K bonus, my bonus payment was, I think, $1,200 a month. I was hitting auto bonus, so that was another $300 a month. I was making decent commissions. So I had money to put back into my business. I wasn't using that money to pay bills, that kind of thing. And I had the big picture of that 40K bonus for 40K. I started to free sample. And I had forgotten about this. I until just a few months ago, I had gone to my local post office and I shipped, like I said, up until like that was, I had done a stint of free samples and it got me to 40K in 1 month. I hit 12K in March and 40K in April. And it was because of free samples. If you do it correctly and you do it a lot. But from then, for once I hit 200K and I just stopped doing free samples. I don't coach free samples. I coach trial packs. Well, like I said, I sell a lot of trial packs. So I'm good buddies with our local post office. And I walk into the post office one day a few months ago, and there's 2 women in there, probably my age, like late 40s. And I don't know what possessed me to do it, but I'm like, have you ever tried this stuff? And they're like, no, we've never talked about it. I see you drop trials off all, stuff off all the time, but I've never tried it. And I literally had just picked up a box from my like porch on my way out to the post office. So I had some in the car and I'm like, here, and I just gave them each like a 4-day sample. And then I forgot about them. Like, I'm just being super honest here, guys. Like, I totally dropped the ball. I forgot about them and probably showed up at the post office like 2 days later. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, how did you like that stuff? And they're like, we love it, but we want to order. And I was like, what? Like, I don't know. I don't know where I lost my head in the last few years, but I lost it. But I found it now. I found it that day. So I was like, okay, so literally in the post office, we placed 2 orders. And I went home that day and I'm like, I can't believe I have spent these couple of years not understanding the value of that sample. Because like I said, my attitude was, you sell the trial packs, you don't give it away for free because of the value you associate with it. So then we launched this free sample promo with our team and it has blown up for me. Like, blown the heck up. And I am having so much fun. Like, it has ignited a new fire in my belly and I'm having so much fun. So today we're going to talk. So there's my story. And I put over 100 free accounts in this. So April would have been my first like hard run at free samples and using our free sample system. I put over 100 free accounts into the system in April. I wish we would have had a leaderboard because I was slamming it out. And then those people, and I really should have had these numbers for you, but from not only the 100 free accounts, but my PPA spiked. Okay. And then my trial sales went through the roof. So it was like all kind of together. They got the free sample because, some people are like, I don't know, after the 3 days, they took it wrong or they didn't feel anything. So I defaulted on a 10 or a 14-day trial pack, got them on the product longer. And you know what they're going to do after they're on it 2 weeks or more, they're going to order. So it's been super successful. And I highly encourage you, if you're running for bonuses and you are making some money, go ahead and invest that back into your business and do these free samples through Lavelle. It is way easy. They could not have made it easier in a system with these free samples. So I'm sure everybody knows where to find them in their back office, how you can buy them. You can buy them with credits. Sometimes you can buy them when there's a promo and like get the free stuff, depending on the promo. The last one you couldn't, but, and then you literally can they ship them for you. I sell trial packs. It costs in the US like $5 to $8 to ship a 3-day trial pack. They ship it for you. They do all the legwork. I mean, it's an amazing system. They even will text me when it arrives, so I know when it arrives. They'll even text me to remind me to follow up. Like, come on, guys. Like, they could make it easier for us. The only thing that they could have done for us is close the sale, but there is a human element that's needed there. So, where I capture my leads is call to action posts. So Reels, I will say, Reels on Instagram is where I get the most action. And if you go to my Instagram, you can see my Reels that I've made and customer reviews. Like, so I made one that's just talked about the free sample and use my words till you find your own. So if you're like, oh, Jen, that like super scary stuff right there, just go do what I did. Use my words till you find your own. Okay. That's where I've gotten the most action. You tell them to drop free sample. Because remember back, we're talking about our three-legged stool, y'all. If they're engaging with your post and you're re-engaging with your post, it's just popping that reel back up to the top of the algorithm. And you need a call to action. People tend to be employee mindset. So they need directives. They kind of need told what to do, because there's going to be lots. If you don't have call to actions on those kinds of posts, there's going to be lots of people that are like, well, that sounds super interesting, but then they're going to glaze right by it. So you need a call to action. So drop free sample. All right. And then I have scripts because I use text replacement in my phone. If anybody wants my scripts, just PM me. Oh, well, there you go. Rachel's already on top of it. We have them in our team boards, but is that public? Like, can we share that link with people?
It isn't, but there's no reason why we couldn't add people to our boards. It's up to you.
Yeah. I have no problem if anybody wants to be on our team boards, that's fine. Okay. So Rachel's got like a whole board page of all the scripts, so that makes it easy. So see Rachel for that information. But so when I create the lead capture post, okay, and you can do lives, you can do reels, you can do still posts. I've done all of them. Reels on Instagram are where it's hot for me right now. So, and your algorithm might be different. I'm just telling you what was working for me. Okay. And then what you want to do is when they say sample, then I have a text. I'm big on getting that second yes. So I say something like, thanks for the, I message them, PM them. Thanks for the love on my sample post. You said you wanted one. Were you interested in one? So get that second yes. Okay. And then I reply to that comment, just messaged you, let me know you got it. Because there are people that will come back and say, yes, I got it. That's one more comment. I reply to it. That's another comment. It's popping my stuff right up in the algorithm. Okay. From there, I have, when they come back and they message me, they say yes. And then I send them a script that has the sample link that sends them to the request site. Okay. Then they all dump into my request site. And then I text them. I'm really big on text message marketing right now. I use Project Broadcast. I'm not saying that this is what's right for you, but it makes it super simple. But I text them. I just find it's working better for me than like messaging coming back and like having to, because not everybody lives on social media like we do. So text message. My next script, in order for them to get a free sample, they have to reply to me. Like they have to talk to me. And that next script says, hey, you know, this is great, but this sample is free to you. It's not free to me. I normally charge $25 for what you're about to get. I just need to make sure that you're going to let me know when you get it. You're going to let me know how you feel day 1, day 2, and day 3, and give me a good review, not a good review, but tell me what you thought about the product. And then it's like, sound good, because you want them to reply. So sound good. And then if they don't get back to me, I do a loop back message a few days later, but then they're gone. Like if they can't reply to me, they're not getting a free sample. I'm sorry. And so when a lot of them come back, like the amount of people that have come back and said, oh my gosh, I also asked them if they've tried Thrive before. That's another thing. Like, and stupid people will be honest and say, yeah, I'm actually a customer and I just wanted a free sample. Well, yeah, I'm sorry, that's not going to happen. But, there's been so many people, like it's a ridiculously shocking amount of people that are like, no, I've never heard of Thrive before, but I keep following you on Instagram and now I'm interested. Like, I'm shocked there's people that have never heard of Thrive before. Like, I don't know why I am, but I'm still shocked at that. So you're really touching a whole new market with this system that I use. So from there, I create a customer account. I definitely create a customer account, especially right now where they can get the $25 in credits. And then I process the sample and I let them know that I processed it and that they need to let me know when they receive it. I know when they receive it because Lavelle tells me when it was delivered. Okay. My next follow-up is I have a script that says, hey, I see your sample was delivered. Did you get it? And then you follow one, you want to know when they are going to start it. Now there's those weirdos that start on Monday. Like that was always me. I'm going to start on Monday. There's those weirdos that they get it at 4 p.m. and they take it right away and then they can't sleep that night. So you're going to have all kinds of people, but it's really important that you have a really good system. Like I'm a pen and paper girl. So like, I have 46 current samplers. So like, these are my samples, and, you need to just follow up day 1, day 2, day 3. And that I make it super easy. If you have an iPhone, there's something called text replacement. And like I can literally type out D-A-Y, so day, D-A-Y-O for day 1, and it auto populates for me. So I don't have to type the whole thing over and over and over again. Is day 1, how are you feeling? Day 2, what are you noticing? Day 3, are you ready to order? You know what I mean? So you want to make sure you follow up with them every day. And then you want to close. So I can already see your faces. Follow-up's easy, but close, like so many people drop it there. You have to ask for the sale. You have to do this. Again, employee mindset, they need directives. They don't know what's the next step. You ask them. And I have lots of scripts. Can I help you get started today? Would you like to give it a whirl for a month? What do you think? Do you want to keep going? Like, you got to ask them that stuff. Okay. And then from here, it can go a few ways. They can be like, oh, I didn't really feel anything, which I already know this because I'm following up with them. But then I have a script that says, that's okay. I hear you. Sometimes 3 days, it's great to show simplicity of the product. Let you taste the shakes, but it's not going to set the world on fire for everybody in the first 3 days. I recommend you try it longer. I recommend a 10 or 14 day trial pack, or just go for the month. That's your best value. Can I help you get started today? You have to tell them what they need and then ask them if you can help them get started. Okay. From there, I've sold tons of extra trial packs, and that's, we're going to talk about next week. And then I've gotten lots of orders. Like I've gotten it's been incredible what's going on with all this. And then I've got lots of people that are waiting till next Tuesday to order, or waiting till payday to order. Lots of leads in the whole system. And like I said, I use Project Broadcast for text message marketing. All of these people are going from, because I can put them in like boxes. All of these people are going from current samplers into either customers that ordered, customers that never ordered. So they get dripped on, and the customers that never ordered all get promos like dripped. So, okay. I am ready to, let me see the time. Okay, we've got 12 minutes. Does anybody have any questions? Just go ahead and unmute yourself. I will check the chat box here quick. Rachel, you getting all these emails? Okay, thank you. Any questions? I can't tell you how incredible this is. Go ahead, Rachel.
I just wanted to say that I'm doing exactly the same as Jen. I think I've got like 38 out now. 6 or 7 that have ordered, like Jen said, they're not likely to order, or they might. If they're like me, they'll just order a 30-day. Some people don't. So a lot of them are now on 10-day trials. I try and stick to 10 or 14 because it's a longer period of time for them to get used to it. And once they're on it for 10 or 14 days, they're, like Jen said, they're going to buy it. And then I've got loads like Jen that are saying end of month payday, they're going to order then. But it's true. If you invest that bit in your business, especially, I can say this, especially when it's like doubles, triples, invest a bit, get them free trials, them 3 days out. It does work. It really does.
Yeah. And Rachel's in the UK, so she doesn't have our system. She has to do it all manually. And how much does it cost you to ship a 3-day over there?
About £4. So
$5.50.
Just under $5 ish.
Yeah. So, I mean, we got it really good. We got it really good. Anybody else have any questions, comments? Have you tried go ahead, Angie.
So I have a question real quick. So what would you suggest for us that are a little bit newer that probably definitely screwed up on follow-up in the first, like when we like kind of let them go? And I have people that I never followed up on from the beginning.
Okay,
So
so those are guaranteed not orders. Guaranteed. I would loop back around. I mean, I'm a big, like, you follow up till you die or they die. So I would loop back around and just say, hey, I just checking in with you. I know it's been forever and I totally, like, elephant in the room, I totally dropped the ball. But what did you think of that sample?
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I always think about that and I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to go back and be like, hey, by the way, it's been like 3 months. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I would do.
All right. Thank you.
Mhm. Anybody else have any questions? This is a great system. I can't stress you enough. And I completely have changed my mindset on not free sampling. I still find it, like, I will still coach new promoters. I will tell them the options, like, this is what you can do here, or you can do this. But I think it's a great system that we have. We're very lucky. I remember when they just dropped this, literally we had just gotten the email that they dropped it. I was sitting in Eric Worre's house because I used him as my coach for a few years. And it was like serendipity, because he literally had just started talking about companies and sampling, and Lavelle had dropped the specifics of our sample system. So I was showing it to him. He's like, and he's always thought this, he and Ray Higdon have both said, like, Lavelle's got it. Like, when they do it right. So we're very spoiled here. But it's a great system. I highly recommend it. If anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm an absolute open book. I'm open to helping anybody navigate the system and get you those scripts. Hopefully Rachel will get you all connected to our boards. Thank you so much, Rachel. And our team boards is badass, like, excuse my language, but she has it set up. There's so many resources in there. It's just insane. So, all right, guys, I will end that. Like I said, next week, I'm going to go into trial packs because I trial everything. I sell trial packs for everything. I do special cups. I do all kinds of things that is literally, like I said, a whole nother side business. And we'll talk more about that next week, and you guys can get your questions answered as well. So you guys have a great day. We're going to go into an hour of a work with me. If you want to hang out, please feel free. I'm going to go use the potty and refill my drink, and I'll be right back.
It looks so pretty there. Have fun.
We got a fire going. It's
Oh,
chilly.
lovely. It's absolutely glorious here in the UK today. The sun is shining, which never happens.
Yeah. We're hoping the sun will come out, but the lake is all back in here. You can't really see through the trees, but it's all right there.
Oh, have a lovely time. Talita, are you on your way to your event?
Yes, ma'am.
Sending
Have a
lots
good
of luck.
event.
Have a good day.
Yeah, I saw 2 trials yesterday. So,
Good.
Good.
Go and get them sales today.
So fingers crossed for today.
You'll be fine. Sending lots of luck.
All right. I'll see you guys in a little bit later.
Yeah. See you later,
I'll let
babe.
you know when I get back.
Okay. Bye.
I just realized we never stopped the recording.